The U.S. Highway 101 Loop is one of the Pacific Northwest many great riding roads. The ride has scenic stops along the Pacific coast, the Hoh Rainforest, Olympic National Park, and a long stretch of twisties along the Hood Canal. The Hood Canal is actually a fjord. With a starting point in Olympia, there are two ways one can ride: up Hood Canal and around to the ocean, or straight for the ocean and finish on Hood Canal. I often call ending on Hood Canal doing the loop backwards, as you end at the designated end of U.S. Highway 101, Olympia, Washington, rather than starting at the end and right up until Aberdeen, Washington, the more common way for many riders. We left Olympia at 8 a.m. under a blanket of thin, misty clouds. The mist and cloud cover made for unseasonably cold rides. This was okay, however, because we knew by the day's end it could reach 90 degrees on the final stretch of the run. An added bonus was during our first breakdown due to snapped clutch wire near Lake Quinault, we could relax over a few beers and give the rider time to make much-needed roadside repairs in relative comfort. As we approached Kalaloch and Ruby Beaches, the sun had broke through. Riding was easy, but slowed by a number of construction projects and peak tourist season traffic. After a quick stop at the beach, we headed to Forks for a later-than-expected lunch, before heading towards Port Angeles. With the Pacific Coast and Forks in our rear view, we made our way through the northern end of the Olympic National Forest, winding our way around the majestic Lake Crescent shoreline, and stopped for what we thought would be our second-to-last gas stop. But bad math and small gas tanks had something else in mind, and a roadside fill-up was needed just 2 miles short of the final filling station. With forest-fighting helicopters hauling fresh water above, we made our final fill-up before parting ways back to our respective hometowns after a final celebratory roadside beer and group photo. This year's US 101 run was one to remember.